All right, well, good afternoon everyone out there, and welcome to another video. Today this video brings me to Potter County, Pennsylvania, and more closely I should say is the little town of Austin. And if some of that stuff behind me there looks familiar, well, there were some YouTubers here already that filmed this. I'm sure it's been filmed many a times, but I've decided to come out and check it out for myself. So I am in the little town of Austin. And if you know what it's all about here, there was a dam disaster here back in the day, almost like what happened in Johnstown. And what information I get here, I will put at the bottom of the screen here as we go along here. But where I'm at right now, the remnants that are behind me is actually a paper mill. And the paper mill is the reason why there was a dam here. And there's a sign over here, which I'm going to show you in a little bit, to this gives you the history and everything and stuff of the paper mill behind me. The dam itself is actually about a mile up the road there, which we're going to be going up and checking out here at some point. Long and gist of it, the dam was built for the paper mill, and there were shortcuts taken, and the shortcuts caught up to the person who built the dam and everything, and caused a disaster here in the town. And again, as I go along, the information is going to be at the bottom of the screen here. But this is a sign that's here talking about the paper mill. This was actually called the Bayless Pulp and Paper Mill. And the dam, before it was called the Austin Dam, was actually called the Bayless Dam. So this pretty much tells you the story of the paper mill here and everything. Now, there's conflicting reports that I found here between this sign and the information that I found online as far as the flood goes. They said when the dam breached, that the flood destroyed the paper mill and it was rebuilt. That was the information that I found online. This here, however, it says the mill survived the breaking of the Austin Dam in 1911. So there's a couple conflicting reports there, but there's some remains of it there. There's remains of it here, and in the back there you can see there's remains of it also. I know some other YouTubers were here and filmed this and actually walked over there. I don't know if I'm going to walk over there because I'm not sure how to get to it. So, but if you want to check out their videos, one person that was here for sure was Cliff, the Wandering Woodsman. So be sure to go check out his video. And see his footage from over there, because I believe he was in there and explored some of the remains that are over there. But what we're going to do here is I'm going to put the drone up and give you some aerial shots of it, and then we're going to make our way up to the actual dam itself. Now, I don't know if I can actually fly the drone up there at the dam or not, but there is a pull-off area up there where I can safely walk alongside of the road there and give you an up-close view of the concrete remains of the dam. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed that drone footage there of the old Bayless paper mill down there. Now I just came up the street a little bit and there's a little pull-off area here, so we're going to walk up alongside of the road here. There's an area where I can do it safely and give you a bird's eye view of the remains of the dam there, the concrete wall and everything, just in case I can't put the drone up there. Like I said, I didn't check in yet because it is a campground and stuff, but I don't believe it's a state park, but it is on the National Historic Registry and everything like that, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to fly in there or not, but just in case I can't, I can give you a bird's eye view of the remains here. All right, so when you walk up along, I believe this is 287 or something like that, 487, but anyway, it's a state highway. But right along the highway is the remains of it. And over there is the one, I guess, that slid down, and the one that's closest to here got pushed by the water. And then down in there, there's a memorial, but we're going to go in there and give you a closer look of it. But this is what I wanted to show you from up top. So there's the remote ruins, and right along here they have some plaques up, and you can see that's what the dam looked like before it breached. And there's another sign up top there. Hopefully you can read it. "78 lives lost on September 30th, 1911. And then across the street here, I can do it safely, is the actual marker. And there's just some more of the remains and the actual concrete dam itself. And like I said, there were shortcuts taken. Apparently they were supposed to do something with it and it cost too much money, so they decided to take the shortcut, and that's pretty much what did the dam in. But if you look right there, that would have been the spillway part where the water would have went over the dam when it filled to capacity. And this whole area up here would have been a lake. All right, so we're actually down inside the campsite here now, where the office is, I guess, and the gift shop and everything. So I stopped at the gift shop there. A lot of neat items there to check out. They got some neat t-shirts, glasses, shot glasses, beer glasses, magnets, books, whatever. So yeah, I know me and gift shops aren't the greatest thing, but this was not as bad as it was in Altoona for me. So, but anyway, we're going to walk around the grounds here. I'm going to show you the dam up close and everything, and show you what's all here. And I got something here for you, RJ. If you see this video, I think you'll appreciate this car that's sitting next to me here. An old Fairlane 500. So this is for you, RJ. You can take a look here. It looks like it was in from New York. Yeah, when engines were simple back then. Not a bad looking car. I'll have to go around to the other side. The interior looks great yet. And it's does have Pennsylvania tag on it, but I guess a New York registration or inspection or something. But yeah, check that out, RJ. That is a nice car. You'll appreciate that. But anyway, that's the camp office right there and everything. So they do have stuff here you can buy. They got snacks here and drinks and stuff like that. Gift shops over there. But what I'm looking at is right up in the back here. So we'll walk up here, and the memorial is right in front of us, and we'll check it out. So this is the list memorial of all the victims on September 30th, 1911 of the Austin flood. It's a nice little stone they have here in memory of everybody. So we're gonna tour the dam here and everything, and I'm gonna put this down, and I'm gonna walk over to the wall here just to give you a perspective as to how high this dam actually is. All right, so I'm standing at the base of it right here. So I'd say, judging by the heights here and everything, that is probably a good, I'm going to say about 60 feet high maybe. I'll have to do more research on it and see exactly how tall the dam was, but just judging here from the size of it, it appears to be about 60 feet. So this is the vantage point where I was standing looking up. I'd say that's probably about 60 feet, but that's the where the spillway would have been for the overflow. And then we'll walk over here, and I'll take you over to the concrete that is just pushed here. But I guess those holes there, I think that might have been part of the contributing factor too, that it, where it breached. I mean, there were many different areas here where it breached and everything, but where it actually broke loose, I guess you want to call it. But this over here is this just amazes me. That wall is just amazing that it is pushed like that. And it would have been in line with this right here. That is just incredible. That was a lot of force to take that wall and move it like that. And then here's just some other of the ruins here. And you can see some of the rebar that was used in the construction of it also. But this is a nice little creek here. I believe they use this a lot for, you can go swimming in here too. Doesn't look that terribly deep, but on a hot day it'd be a nice thing to get in there and cool off. And then I guess this is one of the other breach points here, if you want to call it that. I guess this wall actually came down, fell in, pushed out a little bit. So there you can see what happened there, and there's more remains right over there. I think there's some more down in there too. But I can only imagine what this was like when this thing let loose here. So they do have trails going through the dam here, and You can walk through. In the back here is a nice field back here we'll check out. And like I said, there's plenty of trails around here that you can hike on and everything. But here's some more of that rebar. Goes into the ground down there and into the concrete there. Shouldn't say it's well, I guess you could call it rebar. It's just twisted steel or whatever you want to call it. I call it rebar. And then here's this is what the back side of it looked like. And walking over here, it's another path here. This looks like this could be another little swimming hole, although there isn't much water moving through it. And we'll get you some views from underneath here. You see some of the rock that was used. Look underneath, you can see some of the rebar, the twisted steel again that was used. And then this is the creek that runs through, which obviously would have supplied water flowing into the dam. If I get find the name of the creek here, I'll put it online. I don't know if there's any trout fishing here or not, but there are some nice holes along here. But I don't see any signs around here that say that they stock it or anything. All right, so this is the parking area that I showed you, because there's the road over there where I was at before, and then this is looking down into the campground, and there's a memorial sign. So they do have paths that go down here, and there are hiking trails along here and everything, but do not climb on the dam ruins. They have specific signs posted all over. In fact, there's one right here. But there's a better picture of I guess the wall that actually collapsed down. And then over there you can see the wall that got pushed. So we'll walk down the path here real quick. Right to where the actual dam wall starts here. So I guess this is one of the spillways here that I'm standing in front of. And I should point out too, this is my second time here trying to film and document this place. I was actually here on Friday. Today's Monday, July 5th, but I was here on Friday to try and film, and the weather just wasn't cooperating for me as far as trying to film. It was nice and sunny until I got within 5 miles of this place, and then it just started raining, drizzling, wouldn't let up. So me and the sidekick actually drove down to another state park to check that out. And we came back up and it stopped, got the drone ready to put up and everything, started thundering again. So yeah, it was a very frustrating day as far as trying to film this. All right, so here's information on the Coffer Dam, and according to the guys at the office there, this was originally built for by the borough, I guess, for the
paper plant before the or the pulp plant before the big dam was built. So we're going to take a walk down here and see if we can find the remains of it. And just like they said, although you can see a little bit of it here with the everything being grown and stuff, but there is the remains of the cofferdam. Wow. I'm convinced that this is going to warrant another visit or investigation again, because there is just so much here. And talking with the guys down there when I first got here, the information they gave me, they have a wealth of knowledge of this place, and there is just so much to see here. They said it'll take 2 days to explore the grounds here. So we are going to definitely come back up here in the fall, but this is one of their campsites. This is site 4. Neat little site. One thing I want to point out too, I don't know if there's any fees to camp or anything, but as far as coming to the park, admission is free. There's no charge or anything. They do ask for donations, which I'll be giving them a nice donation here for all the information they gave me and everything. And they said too, they're all volunteers, so all the money goes back into the money that they get from donations or whatever goes back to the park. And here you can see part of the remains, and there is supposed to be, and RJ, you'll like this too, you'll appreciate this, there's supposed to be a railroad bed around here somewhere too. An old railroad went through here at one time, so I gotta see if I can find that. Of course, it might be a little bit tough with everything overgrown here, but there's supposed to be a railroad bed here somewhere, so we're gonna see if we can find it. Okay, so we got some remains right here, and I believe this area was actually called the Bug House. And we'll walk down here. There's a sign here. We're going to check this out and see what this was. And that's what it looked like on the lake. So that lake would have came right up to where my finger is there. So originally used for quarantine of the sick, it was later used as a gambling den by the rowdier citizens of Austin. Fantastic. That's interesting. But yep, so that was the remains of it. So the house would have, this would have been the end here. So the house would have went over towards this way here, and I don't see any other remains here. But like I said, it's tough right now because of everything being overgrown. So the only thing you got there is the chimney right there. So some more history that they were telling me. I had to drive back out here, but this bridge that was here was built, I guess, after the war, I guess, to put people back to work. So yeah, you can tell it's old stonework here, and you can see it's all wooden. That crosses over the creek, and again, when I figure out the name of it, and I think they even said the name of the creek here, but I'll put it at the bottom here because I couldn't remember it. But you can look, the craftsmanship of the bridge, it's all wooden. So here's a side view of the bridge. Still all original stone, original steel, everything yet. Still standing to this date. And that was done, like I said, they said it was done after the war to put people to work. Alright, so this is the entrance to get back to the Memorial Park. And this is actually State Highway 872 out here. I had the numbers all mixed up before. I couldn't remember them all, but there's the sign for it. And this is actually the road that goes into the park. If you look at it on Satellite or Google, it's actually called Jones Run Road. That's the road that'll take you into the park, and you just follow it around in the back. But this is the information. RV camping is just down here, but everybody, you got to register at the camp office and everything. So again, abide by all the park rules and stuff, and then here's the map and everything. I tried looking for the old rail line here, so I'm not quite sure where it was. I'm looking for the typical signature of the old line. And just looking out there, possibility maybe it could have ran right about there somewhere. I'm not sure. I'll have to come up and check it out when everything's dead, but I can't find any remains of it. And they did show it to me on the map, but I'm not seeing any signatures here of it. That's going to wrap it up for this video. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you're a new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet. Also, if you want to be notified when I upload new videos, hit that bell down there in the corner. I especially want to thank the staff here at the Austin Dam Memorial Park for allowing me to put my drone up and get some awesome shots of the dam here. I did ask them for permission and they said yes, they didn't care. So always ask permission first, rather, than to get into trouble or whatever. But big thanks to them for allowing me to do that. I got some awesome shots here today, which I'm sure you guys saw and enjoyed and everything. So until next time, it's have a ball and do it all. We'll see you soon.